Denise, not the result that you hoped for tonight. Just talk to me about the emotions coming out of that one.
Yeah, now it's really disappointing. The feeling that I have right now, that I think it was a close fight. I thought that I was the one that came to fight and bring the fight, and yeah, unfortunately the judges saw it just a small way to her. So split decision loss, that hurts. But yeah, for now it's disappointing in myself, and I just go back to Holland, work harder, and I think maybe a rematch in Amsterdam.
I mean, I don't think anybody would complain about getting to see you guys fight again. When you went to the judges' decision, like when you were standing there, were you pretty confident? I mean, the crowd seemed like they were pretty confident that you won. Was there any doubt in your mind that you'd done enough?
I think I done enough. I thought it was really close, but I thought that it will be, in my opinion, that the judges will put it on my way. But yeah, they saw it differently. I don't know why, because I thought that I came to fight, you know, and that's what people want to see, that you come to fight and not to just run. So yeah, now it's just disappointed, and but for sure I'm now really more motivated to come back stronger.
Sure, and obviously your team mentioned the rematch. Do you think that that's something that Bellator will be interested in as well? Because that was a very, very fun fight.
I think so. I think that the next fight will be more fun. That's for sure. So yeah, who knows? It all depends on Bellator. I think Bellator is how everyone here from Bellator, the whole Bellator nation, the crowd again, you know, everything feels so really good. And for me, it's just a pleasure and just amazing to be a part of this team, because how they treat their fighters and how they organize this event is just one word, amazing. And I hope that Bellator Nation come to Amsterdam, and I would like to have a rematch.
I know it might be tough right now, just coming off the loss, being disappointed, but do you think you proved anything to yourself tonight? I mean, people overwhelmingly on Twitter were very much like, you know, she's more than a kickboxer, oh, she's proving people. Is there any sort of feeling of that right now?
Yeah, you know what it is. I think that people now saw just not only a kickboxer. You know, I am a kickboxer, but I think that I prove now that I'm more like an MMA fighter. And like you're seeing this night, the undefeated champion. And tonight it was a tough night for her, you know. And I think that that tonight I really proved to everyone that I'm not just a kickboxer, but I can also be an MMA champion one day.
Denise, extremely great fight. I want to congratulate you on that. I want to give you a lot of credit. It's really tough after a loss to speak with the media, 10 minutes to even gather your thoughts. I give you a lot of credit for getting up there.
Thank you.
Very similar question that no one just asked you. They show the numbers, the stats, and I know the stats don't always tell the entire story, but if you didn't see the fight and you looked at the stats were way in your favor. And as they show me right now, I mean, you landed 427 total strikes to 266, 101 significant strikes to 46. I mean, like I said, I know that doesn't tell the whole story, but if I didn't watch the fight and I looked at the stats, I would be saying, wow, do you feel like you got robbed?
Well, you know, it's what I always say, don't let it in the hand of the judges. So now I don't blame anyone, I just blame myself that I didn't do more. And I know I can do more, so that's just disappointing in myself. So, you know, the judges, they do their work, and I'm not in their eyes the champion tonight, but for sure I will be in the future. So they have to recognize my name and remember this fight, because this fight is going to happen again, but then with a better version of Miss Dynamite.
Talking the X's and O's in the matchup, stand-up work, kind of what you wanted. Has anything surprised you in her game that you think that you can improve on, become better, or something you say, wow, I beat her here
I think you see in the stand-up, I take the pressure, you know. I think what I already said, she never fought a girl like me before, and I think this is the only fight that she fought in her going to the back, you know. I take the pressure, I took the fight, I come to fight, and I think that's what people want to see in a champion, you know. So she has to question herself if she's the real champion tonight, and for me, I just go back to work, train with my team Schreiber, and you know, my head coach Bob Schreiber. We're gonna work harder. We come back harder, and you know, I have still a lot to learn, and I know that you know, for me it's like I'm disappointed that I disappointed him, because I know that you know, he's the best trainer, and he has so much belief in me, and one day I will prove him that that we're going to continue with our plan, and I will be coming out of that cage as a champion.
Yeah, I'm sure by your performance today, I don't think he'd be disappointed. I thought everyone thought you were sensational.
Not at all. Not at all.
My very last question to you. I know it's really tough to ask that kind of question to the complete matchmaker. I know you want to rematch. Obviously, your coaches want to rematch. Your family wants to rematch. I say Bellator goes another direction. What would you like to face him if it's not for the title? There's somebody else you have in mind that could get you to, you know, the next big, you know, the rematch?
Everyone in this division, you know, like everyone was doubting me because I was the kickboxer, and yeah, she's a kickboxer and she cannot come to the top 5 in MMA. But you see where I'm standing now, you know, and there's a lot of more in me that I want to show everyone in that cage. And I think that everyone in this division has to watch out, because everyone has doubts about me as a kickboxer and that I can fight an MMA or can be an MMA champion, but I will prove them wrong. And that's the only thing that I say to everyone in this division, just watch.
Denise, I thought it was a great performance tonight. I mean, as you sit here with a very mature response, you know, to disappointment, it might be disappointment tonight, but do you feel that down the road, this is going to be a major stepping stone for your career, and you're going to look back on it as kind of a lot of lessons learned?
Yes, you know, this, after all, now it's really disappointed that my hand doesn't go up tonight, but I think that you know, I'm here to be a champion one day, and I will prove that, you know, and for sure now it's just disappointing. The only thing that I'm sitting now is I feel really disappointed. I have to look to the fight again. But in my opinion, you know, what's going on in the Bellator cage is that you come to fight, you know, and that's what people want to see, and that's what I'm here for. So, yeah, now it's just a disappointment, going back to the gym, train harder, like I always do, work with my team again, and come back stronger, and the next time I will not leave it to the judges.
Hey Denise, you showcased a lot of heart, you know, in this fight, going 5 rounds. One of the things, you know, coming into this fight that I expected to see was, you know, being a kickboxing champion, you know, use of the kicks to the head, right? Was the game plan to stay, you know, mostly boxing, or did you plan to involve like head kicks?
You know, I'm not really like, also in my kickboxing fight, not really a head kick, because most of the time I'm the smaller fighter. So head kicks normally go not really to the head but to the side or to the legs, because I'm not that tall and my legs are not really that tall at either. So yeah, head kick is not something that that's my favorite thing. Also also not in kickboxing, but I love low kicks and I love the calf kicks, and what you seen tonight was a lot of calf kicks, and that's more my specialty. So it's not really my fight game to throw head kicks, but I love boxing and love to throw kicks, but a little lower.
Last question from me. Listen, you said everybody, but I'm going to make your life a little easier and give you 2 names to possibly choose from for instead of a rematch. Liz Carmouche, she's coming off a 10 short, really quick victory against Watanabe, and the inaugural champion, Elena McFarlane. Those 2 are incredible opponents for you. Would you consider them to be your next opponent?
For sure. You know, like I think a year ago I heard that that they doubt me, like the top 5 in Bellator MMA. They say, yeah, first you have to win, and then we're gonna see if she really can be a champion in MMA also. So the whole top 5, you know, they doubt me because I'm smaller, because I'm a kickboxer. But all I can say to all of them, just watch me and just face me in the cage and fight with me, and then we will see what's gonna happen.
All right, Denise, that was the last one. Thanks for taking the time.
Thank you, everyone.